In this blog, we will be getting to know the updates regarding the Flutter 2.0, which was released on March 3rd, 2021. So, this was a very eagerly waiting update regarding the Flutter. Why? Because till now Flutter was supporting mobile app development, but now with the help of the Flutter version 2.0, we can able to code applications for Windows, Mac and Linux as well, and also for web applications. So currently we were using Flutter to develop mobile applications for the platforms Android and iOS. There are more than 150,000 applications on these app stores respectively. So Flutter gained a good developer support and has become more popular in a very less span of time. As we are well aware that Flutter was introduced on December 4th, 2018, and from then it gained a good popularity in terms of application development. We will be seeing what are the features added to the current Flutter in the version 2.0. We are now able to code applications on Windows, Mac and Linux operating systems, and in our coming tutorials we will be dealing with each of them. And also the major update is like web app development. So from our previous tutorial we have started developing web applications using Flutter, and I am providing the link in the description section below for our first web app. Even you might all be well aware that Dartpad, which is being provided by the Flutter team, is also developed using Flutter, which makes it easier for you to learn coding using Dart language. So as of now we are having mobile platforms like Android and iOS, two platforms, and these four platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux, Web are being added. So a total of 6 platforms are being available for a Flutter developer. So the main aim of the Flutter team is to make it easier for the developer to avoid all the platform level issues and just concentrate on what they are going to be developing. So yes, Flutter 2.0 is capable of making the dream of a developer to develop an application on all these different platforms which are also popular throughout the world. So yes, in this version 2.0 we can experience a better performance. So the apps on different platforms need to have a same performance aspect when compared. So whenever you are trying to use an app on a single platform like Android or iOS, and when you compare it to the all other platforms, then the performance should be same throughout the app. And also the stability, it needs to be maintaining a stability, as we are dealing with 6 different platforms, so the stability is a main aspect now. And also the support, so for example when you are able to code on these 6 different types of platforms, you need a very good support. Why? Because you may face different issues on different platforms, so you need to tackle them. And UI aspects, small device, tablets to the desktop, so they will be having all different UI resolutions, so you need to able to handle all these things. And friends, day by day we are getting new design components, so we need to make use of them and integrate them as well with our Flutter. And keyboard shortcuts, yes, as we are dealing with the desktop apps, this is a key aspect because you will be having keyboard shortcuts available for your desktop applications, so Flutter needs to integrate them as well for your applications. And scroll bars, when comes to our web apps, we need to integrate scroll bars in our web pages, which was not previously available for our mobile applications. And text editors for filling the online forms and like drafting emails, and all this requires a good text editors. And also for compilers like Dartpad, which you are well aware. And widgets are the components which we mostly use for developing the Flutter applications, is a combination of different widgets. So these are the key aspects which we can expect in the version 2.0. So now null safety throughout the framework is being implemented in this 2.0. So the null safety is like whenever there occurs a null in your application, then your entire application may get crashed. As we are dealing with the 6 different platforms, so the null safety is to be taken care and is given an utmost priority in this 2.0 as well. So to get a good user friendly experience, null safety is a key aspect again, which makes you to avoid unnecessary issues arising in your application by handling them properly. With the release of Flutter, popular applications are being rebuilt using this Flutter framework. Google Pay application is one of them. So they have completely rewritten the code for the Google Pay application, which makes the money transactions online. Their team is now currently experiencing a very good productivity by making use of Flutter for their mobile application development. When you develop an application with the help of the Flutter, you can get the added additional advantages like productivity. So yes, the productivity of your team will definitely get increased. Why? Because so Flutter is having a single code base, so you can just concentrate on your single code base and can develop advanced features which can work on any platform. Previously you have been testing each and every platform separately, but now as it's having a single code base, so all the testing scenarios are being cut down. So whenever you are about to make a new feature added upon your application, then you can just concentrate on how the feature works and what the feature does instead of thinking about the platform requirements. And sometimes you need to make changes for your features according to your platform support. So using Flutter you can avoid all these things. So deployment is a key aspect in application development. Why? Because till then you have developed an application and you have gone through all the phases like testing, reviews and all these things, and the final phase is deployment, where you need to properly provide your application to the end user by making use of the different platforms available. So the user may use your application on his or her mobile device or a desktop or a website, whatever it may be. So Flutter made it very simple for you to make it available for your end user. Support: Flutter is getting a good support from different platforms like Windows, Linux. They are providing a very good help for Flutter to make its applications works on their platform. And not only it helps for their platforms, but also as a developer you can get a good knowledge on developing an application which will work on different platforms. Isn't it exciting? So yes, till now you were developing an application for a single device like Android, iOS or web or a desktop. But now you are able to develop your application, you are able to put your ideas into your application that works on different platforms at the same time with a single code base. So with the help of this support, in coming days we are going to see a foldable devices, that is foldable mobile phones, which were being developed by the Microsoft, and Microsoft is offering its support for Flutter team to develop applications for these foldable devices as well. And now Flutter is available on all the different devices like mobiles, tablets, web apps and desktops. So the mobiles and tablets well aware for us, as we have been developing applications on both of these devices from past 2+ years. In year 2020, Flutter started providing its support for web apps. In year 2020, Flutter released a preview for its web apps, but now in 2021 it released a stable version for developing web apps using Flutter platform. As we have discussed regarding the desktop applications for Windows, Linux and Mac, and as of now Flutter SDK is also being available in the Linux app store, that is Snap, and from there you can easily download the Flutter SDK and develop your applications using Linux operating system as well. So as and how we can say that Flutter will going to be an all-rounder application development for a developer, and I recommend you to start learning Flutter, and for which I can make possible by providing a support in terms of tutorials in androidcoding.in. So that's it for this tutorial, and if you are having any queries, do let me know in the comment section below. And also we start our Flutter 2.0 version from our coming tutorials, so stay tuned. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on Flutter.